I do declare, I do love a good derby. Well, this is Bourbon Bill here at Bourbon Bill's Pirate Bar, and today we're going to talk about that classic mint julep, the official drink of the Kentucky Derby. Before we get into that though, make sure you hit that subscribe, like, and notify bell so you're the first one to see our other upcoming videos. Be right back. Did you hit that subscribe button while we were away? Well, let's talk Derby. And this is a drink that goes back a long time. The actual first reference that I could find was in 1803 by an English teacher named John Davis. And he referred to it as a spirited dram of spirituous liquor. There we go. We'll get it right one of these days. A dram of spirituous liquor that has mint in it. And he also went on to say, and now being from Virginia, I can say that, but he said the Virginians also drank it in the morning as an eye opener. Well, you know, there's two things I have to say about that. The pirate crews around here say you can't drink all day unless you start early. And the other thing is, this is one of those drinks of, if you have it for breakfast, you might not remember lunch. So, at any rate, back to what this is all about. After the Civil War, you know, any kind of whiskey was used before that, but after the Civil War, bourbon was introduced, and that's what we come to know today. And of course, the official bourbon of the Kentucky Derby, which is the first Saturday in every May, Woodford Reserve is the official bourbon of the Kentucky Derby. And on Derby Day, there'll be over 720,000 mint juleps served. That's a lot of booze. All right, so I guess that kind of greases the skid for the betting. But at any rate, how simple is a mint julep? It looks elegant and it is super, super easy. It's got three ingredients plus ice. Okay, number one, we got the Woodford Reserve Bourbon. And it just so happens this year, they do commemorative bottles. And since it's the 50th anniversary of Secretariat, they'll have Secretariat on the bottle as a collector bottle this year. All right, so it calls for 2 ounces of bourbon. Okay, and we just put that in just a little bit because we're going to take some mint leaves, 4 or 5 mint leaves, and put it down in there. And some people will do the mint leaves first. I like to muddle it with the bourbon in there because it really infuses the flavor a little better instead of just a bunch of mashed up stuff at the bottom. All right, now some people will strain it if you don't like mint. If you really like mint, add some more. Okay, get that down there real good. All right, how simple is this? 2 parts, in Wheeler's Bar it's 3 parts. So we'll add the third right there. Everybody knows how I pour around here. Anyway, and then 1 part simple syrup. We're using Master of Mixes simple syrup here, and you look down below the video and you will see a link to it, or you can make it at home real easy. All right, now here's the part of contention. A lot of people like it on the rocks, but that's not really how they serve it at the Derby. You got to have crushed ice. And really, that way, it gets a nice little blend of the ingredients. And actually, the snowier you make the ice, the better. I mean, make it look like a snow cone when you get done. And actually, if you have one of those machines that makes snow cones, it really does a fantastic job. And that's really the way it was intended to be served. And just mound that ice up in there. Make that Mint Julip Cup sweat. And we're going to just garnish it with some mint. And this is quite refreshing on Derby Day. So Bourbon Bill here, bringing you the mint julep for the Derby, your Derby parties, and just go out and enjoy one. And make sure that you check out our other videos on classic cocktails. And we'll see you soon. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget. Cheers.